Hi everyone, myself Dhanyantes, pursuing BE in SCC. I welcome you all to my presentation and my topic is process of photosynthesis, and the first point is introduction of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and some other organism convert sunlight into chemical energy. It is a vital process for life on Earth as it produces oxygen and organic compounds which serve as food and energy source. Photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplasts of plants cells and involves several key steps. And the next point is sunlight absorption. The first step of photosynthesis is the absorption of sunlight by pigments, primarily chlorophyll in the chloroplasts. Chlorophyll absorbs lights in the red and blue region of the electromagnetic spectrum and reflects green light, giving plant their color. The absorbed light energy is used to power their subsequent reaction in the photosynthesis process. And the next is water splitting. In a process known as photolysis, water molecules are split into hydrogen ions and electrons and oxygen. This process occurs in the thylakoid membrane of the chloroplasts and it is driven by the energy of absorbed sunlight. Oxygen is released as a byproduct which is essential for aerobic organism while hydrogen ions and electrons are used in the next step. And next is electron transport chain. Electron from water molecules are transferred through an electron transport chain (ETC) embedded in the thylakoid membrane. This chain consists of protein complexes that pass electron from one carrier molecule to another, releasing energy in the process. The energy released is used to pump hydrogen ions in the thylakoid space, creating a concentration gradient. And the next is ATP synthesis. ATP means adenosine thiophate. The concentration gradient of hydrogen ions drives the synthesis of the ATP through a process called chemolysis. ATP is the primary energy currency in the cell and is essential for various cellular processes. ATP synthesis occurs in the thylakoid membrane through an enzyme called ATP synthesis. And the next is carbon fixation. The second stage of photosynthesis is known as the Clavin cycle or carbon fixation. During this stage, atmospheric carbon dioxide (CO2) is converted into organic compound, mainly glucose. This process occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast and utilizes the energy stored in ATP and the electrons from the ETC. Rubisco enzymes. Rubisco is the key enzyme responsible for the fixation of carbon dioxide during the Calvin cycle. It catalyzes the reaction between CO2 and 5 carbon compounds called RUBP, ribulose 1 and 5 bisphosphate. Rubisco is one of the most abundant enzymes on the earth and plays a crucial role in carbon assimilation. And the next is reduction and sugar formation. During the Calvin cycle, the energy stored in ATP and the electrons from the ETC are used to reduce carbon dioxide. This reduction leads to the formation of simpler sugars such as glucose, which can be used for energy and stored as starch. A Calvin cycle also regenerates the starting molecule RUBP to continue the process. And the next is factors affecting photosynthesis. Several factors influence the rate of photosynthesis, including the light intensity, carbon dioxide concentration, and temperature. Higher light intensity generally increases the rate of photosynthesis until a saturation point is reached. Adequate carbon dioxide levels and optimal temperature also facilitate efficient photosynthesis. And light dependent versus light independent reaction. Photosynthesis can be divided into two main stages, the light dependent reaction and the light independent reaction. The light dependent reaction occurs in the thylakoid membrane and require light energy to produce ATP and NADPH. The light independent reaction, also known as the Calvin cycle, occurs in the stroma and uses ATP and NADPH to fix carbon dioxide and produce sugars. Photosynthesis in algae and bacteria. While plants are the most well-known photosynthetic organism, algae and certain bacteria also undergo photosynthesis. Algae, including seaweed and microscopic phytoplankton, play a crucial role in aquatic ecosystem. Photosynthetic bacteria such as cyanobacteria are responsible for producing oxygen and shaping the Earth's early atmosphere. And the next is photosynthesis and oxygen production. Photosynthetic organisms are the primary source of oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere. Through the photolysis of water, plants and other photosynthetic organisms realize oxygen as a waste product. This oxygen is vital for the survival of aerobic organisms, including humans. And the next is adoption of photosynthesis. Plants have evolved various adaptations to optimize photosynthesis in different environments. Some plants have specialized structures such as leaves with a large surface area and chloroplasts for efficient light absorption. Cacti, cacti and the other desert plants have adapted to conserve water while maximizing photosynthetic efficiency. And the next is photosynthesis and global carbon cycle. Photosynthesis plays a crucial role in the global carbon cycle and removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Through carbon fixation, plants and other photosynthetic organisms convert atmospheric CO2 into organic compound. These compounds are then consumed by other organisms or may be stored as fossil fuels over long periods. And the next is photosynthesis and climate change. Photosynthesis can be affected by climate change, particularly through changes in temperature and carbon dioxide levels. Warmer temperature can increase photosynthetic rates up to a certain point behind which they may decline. Elevated CO2 levels can enhance photosynthesis in some plants, but the effect on ecosystem are complex and may vary. And the next is importance of photosynthesis in agriculture. Photosynthesis is essential for agriculture productivity as it provides the energy and the building blocks for plant growth. Farmers optimize photosynthesis through practices such as providing adequate light, water, and nutrient supply. Understanding photosynthesis helps improve crop yields and develop sustainable agricultural practices. And the next is photosynthesis research and application. Photosynthesis research as practical application in various fields including bioenergy production and biotechnology. Scientists are exploring ways to enhance photosynthetic efficiency and develop biofuels from plant biomass. Genetic engineering techniques are being used to modify photosynthetic pathways and improve crop traits. And the last is conclusion and summary. Photosynthesis is a vital process that converts sunlight into chemical energy, producing oxygen and organic compounds. It involves the absorption of light, splitting of water, electron transport, ATP synthesis, carbon fixation, and sugar formation. Photosynthesis sustains life on Earth, contributes to the global carbon cycle, and has implications for agriculture and climate change. Thank you.